Big update coming in affecting the Bangladesh politics as head of the elections in Bangladesh. Key candidate has now died. Remember, he was attacked in Dhaka on December 14 when he suffered severe injury, and now his operation was undergoing in Singapore, where he has been declared dead. Sharif Osman Hadi has died. Anti-India protests had rocked Bangladesh after this attack on Sharif. My colleague Aditya Rajkol is also joining me with more details. Aditya, do tell us about the fallout of this death. Will we see more anti-India protests now?
Well, yes, this is an unfortunate development coming at this hour. He's a student leader and also the spokesperson of the Inqilab Manch, Osman Hadi, who was 2 to 3 days ago, attacked by gunmen, unidentified gunmen in Bangladesh, who was suffering, and there were efforts by Bangladesh, doctors in Bangladesh and now in Singapore, to help him out, to revive him and to put efforts so that he survives. But unfortunately, he has passed away. So obviously, there is a lot of anger and there is a lot of sadness in the student community and the youth leaders in Bangladesh. But looking at the situation in Bangladesh, where radical Islamist elements are trying to involve India and provoke attacks against India, and Yunus government is completely silent, perhaps hand in gloves in these efforts.
Right.
It does seem that protests could escalate against India, but the main protests would escalate against the Yunus government, demanding action and demanding accountability, and why the gunmen and the people involved in this case have not been arrested. There are some elements who are trying to say that the gunmen could escape to India. Well, this is just imaginary stories. The reality is there is an internal development in Bangladesh, and the crimes need to be, keep under check by the local police and the security forces, and the Yunus government needs to act, certainly.
Absolutely. And Aditya, while there were charges and claims that India was involved in this attack, what has India said so far?
Well, India had, in fact, summoned the Bangladeshi High Commissioner yesterday. Riyaz Hamidullah had gone to the Ministry of External Affairs. The reality of the matter is this, that India has no involvement whatsoever in this so-called attack that has happened. It's an internal development. Perhaps there is some Bangladeshi gunmen involved in this, and it is for the Yunus government to investigate this and bring to book the perpetrators, arrest them as per the investigation and the local laws. But they have been unable to do so over the last 2 to 3 days. There have been protests in Khulna, in Rajshahi, in Dhaka. Instead of asking questions to Yunus government, they've been protesting against India and Indian diplomats. So the reality of the matter as of now is that the Yunus government needs to act. And of course, the anger of the students will be, aiming at the Yunus government and their home advisor, who have been unable to act and are completely mute on this matter.
Absolutely. And, keeping in mind the political developments that are taking place, how will India and Bangladesh relations go from this point?
Well, as of now, Aditi, it's a strategic challenge for India. Ever since August so-called uprising that happened last year, when Sheikh Hasina was violently removed and she has been in India, there have been attacks against minorities, Hindus, Christians and Ahmadiyyas. There have been attacks against not just Awami League and Dhanmondi 32, but also against any population that questions Yunus government. So as of now, it's a test case for India-Bangladesh ties. But India had the critical role. India was the only country that was responsible for the freedom of Bangladesh, for the creation of Bangladesh. So instead of good ties that have been there, historical and traditional ties, there's a segment of the population, the radical Islamists, who are trying to provoke violence and question India. But India has been with the people of Bangladesh, helping them out strategically, trade-wise and people-to-people contact. And
Absolutely.
India will, monitor the situation. And it is certainly for the Yunus government to restore democracy, and in this particular case, to bring to book the perpetrators and deliver justice.
Absolutely. Real culprits need to be arrested before this political escalation harms the India and Bangladesh ties. Thank you so much, Aditya, for giving us that perspective. Now, despite opposition protests and sharp criticism, the Lok Sabha passed the Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Mission Bill, or the VB-G-Ramji Bill. The bill seeks to repeal the 2-decade-old Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. The opposition parties have declared that the bill destroys the spirit of Manrega and could have disastrous consequences. However, the Modi government has strongly contended that the new bill is a decisive reform measure to the flagship Rural Guarantee Scheme. The opposition has pointed to greater onus on states, delusion of their guarantee to employment and universal nature of Manrega being replaced in the new bill. Let's also take a look at the report that we have on what are the contentious issues that are being raised and the defense by the government. Take a look.
विधेयक को सभा द्वारा पारित किया जाए। महात्मा गांधी विजन ऑफ राम राज्य
हर दिन इन्होंने यहाँ पे तमाशा किया है। हमारा दिल दहल जाता था इनको देखकर।
A massive showdown in Parliament as the Lok Sabha passed the new G Ramji bill that will replace the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Members of the opposition protested in the well and tore up papers as the government moved to pass the bill, ignoring the opposition's demand to send it to the Standing Committee. The Speaker said the legislation had been discussed at length and berated the opposition for tearing up papers.
सदस्य, आपको देश की जनता ने कागज फेंकने के लिए नहीं भेजा है, आपको चर्चा करने के लिए भेजा है.
The opposition has been opposing the bill on two counts. First, the removal of Mahatma Gandhi's name from the law, calling it an insult to the father of the nation. And second, on the provision that puts more financial burden on the states. Narega was primarily a centrally funded scheme, while G Ramji divides financial costs between the centre and states at 60-40.
इस बिल से मनरेगा खत्म होने जा रहा है क्योंकि प्रदेश की सरकारों के पास इतना पैसा है नहीं.
Arguing in favour of the bill, Union Agriculture Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan said the Congress has named laws only after Nehru and is now questioning the NDA government. He also termed Narega as a tool for corruption.
कितनी योजना चलाई तो नाम रखने की सनक इनकी है माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय. मोदी सरकार तो केवल काम करना चाहती है, केवल काम में हमारा विश्वास है.
Countering the opposition's objections to the bill nomenclature, BJP MP Kangana Ranaut said that this is the era of Ram.
ये राम युग है, तो अब जिसका काम नाम आया उन्होंने वो नाम रखे, तो अब जब राम का वक्त आया तो वो अपना नाम रखेंगे.
While Congress's Shashi Tharoor accused the government of sullying Lord Ram's name for politics.
मेरे बचपन में ये गाते थे, देखो ये दीवानो ये काम मत करो, राम का नाम बदनाम मत करो. And in this particular case it's a real.
The bill will now go to the Rajya Sabha before it becomes law. But the politics is unlikely to die down anytime soon, as the opposition is planning countrywide protests. An NDTV Bureau report.
A heated exchange in the Karnataka Legislative Assembly as the House passed the Hate Speech and Hate Crimes Prevention Bill 2025 amid strong protests by the opposition leading to repeated disruptions. The opposition even tore copies of the bill in the House. The bill makes the definition of hate speech expansive and offers much greater powers for the state government to take down content deemed as hate speech. It allows punishments up to 7 years in prison for repeat offenders and makes the crime non-bailable. The opposition has questioned such stringent provisions and warned of curbs on freedom of expression and misuse of such a stern law. The government, however, has argued that it's not a curb on free speech, but it is curbing hate speech to maintain communal harmony and law and order in the state. Sample the reactions.
Hate bill, we have passed in the assembly, it will go to the council. It is a need of hour. You can't express your discontent. It is a right of every individual. You can't hate people. The result, we have brought a law. Always we want to go with peace. I think this bill will send a message to all my friends that you should not create confusion in the society. We are there to unite the society. BJP always divide the society.
BJP panicking for it. Does the bill, the hate speech bill, mention Bharatiya Janata Party? Does it mention RSS? Does it mention any organization? It is our responsibility to maintain law and order. It's our responsibility to follow whatever the Supreme Court has directed us to do, and we're just doing that.
हेट स्पीच के बारे में इंटरनली उनका स्ट्रैटेजी है प्रतिपक्ष को स्वतंत्र नहीं देना, कांग्रेस के बारे में, गवर्नमेंट के बारे में क्रिटिसिज्म नहीं करना, इसलिए वो ये बिल लाया है। इसलिए ये प्रतिपक्ष को नीचे करने के लिए, प्रतिपक्ष का स्वतंत्र हरण करने के लिए ये बिल लाया गया है।
Already in the BNSS and IT Act, all the provisions are there. This extra provision, and it can be completely abused by the government or by any officers against any particular organization, media and individuals and political activists. So we insist the government should drop this bill.
Actor, politician and TVK chief Vijay returned to the Tamil Nadu political stage for the first time since the tragic stampede in Karur on September 27 that led to the loss of 41 lives at his rally. The Vijay fan frenzy remained as intense as it has been as the TVK chief took the stage in a road just 70-odd kilometers from the site of that tragic stampede that took place in Karur. Vijay's antagonism to the ruling DMK has only gotten more intense as he portrayed his battle against the DMK as a God versus evil battle. In comparison, his ideological attacks on the BJP was muted and references to the AIA-DMK was virtually missing. High rhetoric and emotion as always, but no major political announcements. Listen into what he said.
TVK ஒரு தூய சக்தி. எப்படி? TVK ஒரு தூய சக்தி. தூய சக்தி டிவிகேவுக்கும் தீய சக்தி டிஎம்கேவுக்கும் தான் போட்டியே. நீங்க என்ன ட்ரை பண்ணாலும் எல்லாத்தையும் விட்டுட்டு மக்களுக்காக வந்திருக்கிற இந்த விஜய மக்கள் ஒரு நாளும் கைவிட மாட்டாங்க. மக்கள் கூடவே நிக்கிறாங்க, கூடவே நிப்பாங்கன்னு அவங்களுக்கு தெரியாம போச்சு. என்னப்பா நிப்பீங்கல்ல? உங்களை நம்பிதாப்பா வந்திருக்கிறேன். அதான் இந்த சத்தம் தாங்க வாழ்நாள் பூரா இந்தியாவுக்கே இடஒதுக்கீடு சம்பந்தமான அரசியல் சட்டத்தை திருத்தறதுக்காக போராட்டம் நடத்தினவர் யாரு? நம்ம தந்தை பெரியாரு. 100 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடியே வகுப்பு வாரி பிரதிநிதித்துவம் வேணும்னு கேட்டவர். அன்னைக்கும் சரி இன்னைக்கும் சரி ஒரு ஆச்சரியத்தோட பார்க்கக்கூடிய ஒரு மனிதர், நம்மளுடைய கொள்கை தலைவர். அப்ப அண்ணாவும் எம்ஜிஆரும் யாரு? பெரியார் அவர்கள் கிட்ட இருந்து எங்களுக்கு தேவையான கொள்கைகளை எடுத்துக்கிட்டோம். அவரை ஃபாலோ பண்ற, அவரை வழிகாட்டி ஏத்துக்கிட்ட அண்ணா அவர்கள் கிட்ட இருந்தோம், எம்ஜிஆர் அவர்கள் கிட்ட இருந்தோம் தேர்தல் அணுகுமுறையை எடுத்துக்கிட்டோம். அண்ணாவும் எம்ஜிஆரும் தமிழ்நாட்டோட சொத்து. அவங்கள பயன்படுத்துறத பத்தி யாரும் இங்க கம்ப்ளைண்ட்லாம் பண்ண முடியாது. அண்ணா எங்களோடது, எம்ஜிஆர் எங்களோடது, நீங்களா எடுத்துக்க கூடாது அப்படிலாம் யாரும் இங்க அழுதுட்டு இருக்க முடியாது, சொல்லிவிட்டேன். அதனால நாங்க ஒரு வழியில அரசியல் செஞ்சுக்கிட்டு போயிட்டு இருக்கிறோம். உங்களுக்கு தான் டிவிக்கு ஒரு பொருட்டே இல்லல, அப்புறம் ஏன் கதறீங்க?
While TVK chief was thumping his chest, the DMK refused to accept him as a main challenger. Listen into these reactions.
விஜய் வந்து கவர்மெண்ட் நடத்துறீங்களா இல்ல கண்காட்சி நடத்துறீங்களா?
சார் அத பத்தி என்னைக்கு நீங்க அத கேள்வி கேட்றீங்களா?
இல்ல சார், அவர் பேசுறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு கொடுங்க.
ஒரு வாட்டி பேச விடுங்க.
Who is the genuine force? a leader who claims to be a person claiming to be a leader, had said his cadre that he will address the gathering at 12 o'clock and made the people wait in the scorching sun without water and food, and came at 7:30. By the time 41 people have died. He is a killer force. He is not a genuine force. But we perform. The state government is performing. Our leader, M.K. Stalin, is a performing chief minister, where every state in the country follows him, looks at him, and his announcements they are also fulfilling.
Vijay's rally today gives an impression that Vijay and his party are desperate to impersonate AIADMK, its founder leaders. If such being the case, a newly founded party which cannot promote its ideology, nor it is able to give any key takeaways, like how he is going to face the upcoming elections. So it is evident that Vijay's party is struggling to strike a chord with the general public, talking about its ideology, talking about its promises or its dream or vision.
A migratory seagull fitted with a Chinese-made GPS tracking device was discovered on a beach in Karwar, Uttar Kannada district, close to the strategically vital INS Kadamba naval base, prompting a multi-agency probe. Take a look at this report.
Is it a bird? Is it a spy? A seagull with a GPS tracker has raised a national alarm. A migratory seagull was found injured along the Karwar coastline in Karnataka's Uttara Kannada district. Karwar is of prime strategic importance as it hosts one of India's most crucial naval bases. The bird had a GPS tracking device tied to it, triggering concern among residents and security agencies. The seagull was found on Tuesday by the Coastal Marine Police Cell at Rabindranath Thakur Beach in Karwar. The GPS tracker tied to its body included an electronic unit with a small solar panel. Officials also found an email address attached to the tracker, along with a message requesting that anyone who finds the bird contact the provided ID. Police said the email address is linked to the Chinese Academy of Sciences, which describes itself as a research center for eco-environmental sciences. Was the bird on a Chinese spy mission over India's naval base, or was it just part of a scientific research project to study migratory patterns? Authorities are trying to contact the mentioned email ID to seek clarification. An NDTV Bureau report.
On December 20th, Delhi's Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium will come alive with the magic of A.R. Rahman, one of India's most celebrated composers and a global icon of music. Harmony of Hearts, curated and presented by NDTV Good Times, will be a grand celebration of music, emotion and connection, a Sufi-inspired symphony that will bring people together through melodies that connect with the soul. My colleague Arun Singh spoke to fans who are looking forward to this maestro's performance. We leave you with that.
NDTV Good Times is bringing Harmony of Hearts. A.R. Rahman, the iconic A.R. Rahman, is going to be performing in Delhi almost after 6 years. This is going to be iconic. I come to you from Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium. This can pack 15,000 plus fans, and you can be one of them because last few seats are available. Head to the district app and book it for yourself, book it for your loved ones, and let me give you an inside view of what the preps are really looking like. Preparations are in full swing, so much so that it's catching a lot of attention. Two youngsters here joining me. Have you figured out what's happening here?
A.R. Rahman concert.
Yes, correct. जवाब आपको इसके लिए मिलते हैं 2 passes. Not really. बहुत कम slots बचे हैं, so I don't know if I can do that. But what are you most excited about?
I want to see him performing live. Like I'm a very big fan of him.
Lovely.
And I just want to see him singing Kun Faya Kun.
Yes. Kun Faya Kun. What about you?
मुझे उनका तेरे बिना सॉन्ग बहुत पसंद है. मैं उनको सामने से मतलब सुनना चाहूँगी. मतलब बहुत एक्साइटेड हूँ मैं.
Everybody has their favorites, and the stage from where he will be performing all these tracks, well, I get the privilege to be on that one. It is under construction at the moment. With me, Vikas Menon, who's controlling production for the concert. Thank you for talking to us.
Hello.
What is the most exciting and fascinating thing at the moment?
Oh, it's the most exciting thing in Delhi today. We're getting ready with the largest screen, and the audience is the biggest you can ever see.
And what's driving you mad, if I may ask?
Oh, it's this LED setup that we are doing. I think we've created some crazy visuals for the show.
Be honest, how many hours of sleep in last 2 days?
Oh, it's been 48 hours and another 48 hours to go.
With camera person Azam Siddiqui, this is Arun Singh signing off.